Mostert didn't get hurt last year, Deebo wouldn't have been played the way he got played.
That's right.
His stats wouldn't have been the same.
Nope.
So I'm thinking like, okay, we live in California. Well, I do, you do, and Deebo plays in California, so the state taxes are what they are. So for him to get paid right now and not wait, because if he waits, he'd get paid more, right?
Yeah.
So if he gets paid now, do you think that's kind of because he's thinking maybe Trey Lance is going to come in and he's not going to get the same targets he got with Jimmy? He can't really claim to be like the best on the player. He can't say, "Oh, I'm the heart and soul of the team" if they're not giving him the ball every down. And with Trey throwing the ball downfield,
I don't think Deebo had a problem with Jimmy Garoppolo at all. I think Deebo realized, hey, I'm by far Jimmy Garoppolo's favorite target.
Keep my mouth shut.
Fine by me. Yeah, I don't know. I think he might be open-minded. I mean, if Trey Lance is smart, he's going to feed Deebo Samuel a lot. See, to me, I don't know where Deebo's coming from, but I would expect Deebo's numbers to improve the way Cooper Kupp's numbers improved when he was working with Stafford, because Stafford wasn't dumb. I mean, Lance isn't dumb. I know he has a personal connection with Brandon Aiyuk, but there's a difference between Deebo and Brandon Aiyuk.
See, I got this thing. It's like with Trey coming in, the offense can open up. At least that's what we all are hoping. So if it opens up, Juice can get involved. Kittle can get involved. Brandon Aiyuk can get involved. Maybe Dwelly. You won't have to give Deebo the ball every down. You got Mitchell. You got just too many people. And with Mostert getting hurt last year, that was our big zoom guy. That was our speed guy. So what else could we do? Like Jimmy, he's limited. He might be good in certain areas, but he's limited. So I really think that's what's happening right now is Deebo wants to get paid now because he knows the stats for him next year won't be the same. And he has been injured. He's been injured almost every season we've had him. And for him to be like, I want to get paid. Well, everybody wants to get paid. But do you go on social media and say, Grant, do you go on social media and say, my employer isn't paying me enough? Can I get more money? No.
Well, here's the thing real quick. I feel for Deebo, like the difference between him and Bosa, who are worth similar amounts. Mm-hmm. Bosa is on the field. He's in control of his destiny. He rushes. It doesn't really matter what DeMeco Ryans calls. It's not like DeMeco's going to put him in coverage, right? He gets to rush the quarterback when it's a pass play and he's on the field. With Deebo, it's very contingent on Kyle calling his number and the quarterback getting him the ball. And as we saw at the end of the NFC Championship game, Deebo couldn't get the ball to himself. They can screw him. They can play him at running back. They can throw the ball to Brandon Aiyuk or George Kittle. And it's like all despite themselves or whatever. So I feel for Deebo. I mean, he could be like, I don't know how they're going to use me next year. They might use me like a running back again and then use that against me in negotiations, which is pretty messed up.
Well, I think if they use him as a running back, he'll get the ball more often. If they try to use him as a wide receiver, he's dropped passes. He's dropped easy passes. And they got other guys who can catch the ball too.
And Lance throws harder.
Yeah. So there's a lot of intangibles right there where I really think he might be just considering his options because what's a playbook going to look like next year? They're going to go deep. They're going to go deep a lot. And when they go deep, it's not going to be Deebo. But hey, Grant, thanks for having me on. I'll call again. And man, stay faithful, everyone. And rest in peace, Haskins, because that was terrible. But everybody just tell your loved ones you love them. We're not guaranteed tomorrow.
All right. Thanks a lot, Bryant. I didn't want to argue with Bryant, but the one thing I would say is I'm not so sure that Deebo won't be the deep threat. Deebo's faster than Aiyuk. Deebo's the fastest wide receiver the Niners play. And when the Niners went deep with Lance last year against the Seahawks and the Texans, it was Deebo that caught both passes. So what I'm saying is I think we're going to see a better Deebo this year with Trey Lance, a better wide receiver, a more complete player, not a guy who only runs slants and plays running back.